Hi everyone, welcome back to Baby Desiree Thursday. This is the second one we're doing and my beautiful wife Jodie is here with me today because she wanted to join in this time and chat to you guys as well a little bit. So today I am 9 weeks pregnant. Yay! The baby is about the size of a grape and weighs about 2 grams. And I'm going to tell you a bit about how I've been feeling this past week, so my 8th week of pregnancy up until today, which is week 9. So I've been having the same kind of symptoms as previous to now, so lots and lots of tiredness, no morning sickness, thankfully still. But this week I've been feeling really, really hungry a lot. Like I'll eat and then a few minutes later I'll want to eat again. But you know, I'm not eating too much, but I just feel constantly hungry all the time, and I've been Googling to see if other women at this stage of pregnancy feel really hungry as well, because I didn't expect to feel like this at this stage. Like, I'm really early on and I don't need any extra calories yet, but I feel really hungry.
And it's completely out of the ordinary for you.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever been like this.
No.
So, yeah, I definitely think it's a side effect of pregnancy.
Yeah. So there's that, but everything else is pretty much the same. Just still feeling really tired. Still a little bit bloated from the pessaries, and just because, you know, you get bloated early in pregnancy. But thankfully today I get to cut them down, so instead of doing 3 a day this week, I only have to do 2 a day, which is nice. And then next week it's going to go down to 1 a day, and then I'm going to keep cutting them down and phasing them out from now until the start of week 12. So I'll be glad when I don't have to do them anymore. It'll be one less thing to think about, and hopefully some of those side effects will subside when I come off of them. We also went for our first midwife appointment at our GP yesterday. And that was okay, you know, it wasn't, I was expecting it to be like a really long, boring appointment where we had to fill in loads and loads of information, but it didn't actually take too long. I think we were there about half an hour in total, and they did take some information, but not loads. And then she took some of my blood, which was okay. I didn't feel too faint or anything. I just closed my eyes and leaned my head against the wall like that. And yes, she was nice, the woman who did it, and there were 2 midwives in there. One of them was a 3rd year student midwife and the other one was a qualified one. And she's the one who's down as our midwife that we will see here locally. They were both nice, but the one thing that was kind of annoying is they kept referring to the donor as the baby's dad. So I'm sure they probably don't get a lot of same-sex couples coming in, but you know, they need to be more up to date. Like, even the forms don't have any kind of section to fill in about the donor, it's all the father of the child. But there are so many couples who go through fertility treatment who've got issues with their own fertility, who are like heterosexual, who need to use donors for eggs or sperm. So I think that's something that really needs improving with the midwifery stuff. We didn't mention anything to them, did we? We didn't correct them and say, actually, it's not the dad, it's the donor. Because, you know, that's just not us. I wouldn't want to embarrass them. But next time, if they do keep saying dad, then we will make a point to keep saying donor, so they get the idea that it's not the dad, it's the donor. But other than that, they were really nice and they didn't seem bothered that we were a same-sex couple. They didn't treat us any differently from how they would probably treat a heterosexual couple. So, did you feel alright?
Yeah, I just felt that I was a little shocked that they were calling it the baby's dad because, you know, they're in the medical profession.
Yeah.
So I thought that they would be more likely to say donor.
Yeah, they should have training in that kind of thing for these kind of situations.
And I think part of the reason why the appointment was really quick was because they didn't take anything about the donor.
Yeah.
We had the information, and I'm sure you said we've got this information, but they didn't really.
They asked if it was a friend of ours who we'd chosen to be the donor, and we said no, it's an anonymous donor, but we've got a lot of information on his background and his health and all of that kind of stuff. But the only things they asked us about him was his race. Yeah. And I told them his blood group, but if I hadn't have said, oh, we do know it, they would have just assumed that we didn't know it. But yeah, so that was it. That was it. His ethnicity and his blood group. There's all the information we gave about him. They took some information about me and my medical history and my family's medical history. And I was weighed, and they did my height to get my BMI, which they said was fine. I also had to do a urine sample. And I couldn't find the toilet. She said, oh, just turn left and it's straight in front of you. So I turned left and then went all the way down the corridor. Yeah, and it wasn't there, and then I had to come back, and then it was actually, if you turn left when you come out the door, then it was on your right, so yeah. But I found it and I did a wee and it was fine.
They gave us a pack full of stuff that we have to read, and information about all kinds of things like breastfeeding and...
Yeah, and they said every time you have an appointment, bring your pack back with you, so we'll do that. And they said the hospital, the maternity hospital where we're from, will get in contact with us about our 12-week scan appointment through the post. So we've got that to look forward to in a few weeks, which I'm really excited about, and can't come quick enough because I want to see the little baby looking like a baby instead of a bean.
Yeah.
And make sure everything's alright and stuff. Yeah, so a few little facts from my little app about the baby now. It is currently starting to move its limbs, but apparently most mothers won't feel that until later on. And the teeth are starting to grow and develop inside the gums, but obviously they don't come out, most babies' teeth don't come out until after they're born. And the little nose and lips and tongue are forming more, and so are the eyelids too.
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah. So that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new here, then subscribe to our channel for more weekly baby bump dates and a vlog from us every week. Did I say give it a thumbs up?
I don't know, but give it a double thumbs up.
Yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave us some comments. Tell us about how your pregnancy's going if you're pregnant, or any tips. I also want to know what some of your newborn essentials are, or pregnancy essentials that you bought while you were pregnant. So I'll wrap this up by showing you my belly, which again isn't really much of a bump, but you can see if it looks any different from last week. So I'll show you that now. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye. So here is belly from the front, 9 weeks. Here it is from this side. And the other side. Ready? Hi everybody! Everyone, welcome back to Baby Desiree Thursday. Nearly forgot what it's called then. Okay. I was weighed and they did my height to get my BMI, which they said was fine.
Did you stop? Yeah. Just fine.
Fine.
All I saw was this like spit, just like phew.
That'll be on the camera, I bet.
I don't know if they'll have seen it. Go
Anyway. And I also had to do a urine sample, and I couldn't find the toilet.
Sorry.
Shall I do that bit again?
Yeah, please.
And I also had to go and do a urine sample for them.
Stop laughing! It's gonna be one of them things where I can't stop laughing. Do it one more time. I'm sorry.